Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Allincrypto here, and today we are going to be diving into a crypto project that is not only changing the blockchain crypto industry internally, but is actually externally changing and looking to revolutionize how the outside world interacts with the crypto space and actually simplify it in order for blockchain, crypto, DAGs, and everything within this kind of umbrella term of crypto to gain mass adoption. It needs to be simple to use. And I believe that this crypto project that there's a token associated with that we've covered previously, but we'll get into it all in this video, is as transformative to the blockchain space, the crypto space, as search engines were to the internet. In fact, perhaps even more. So we're going to dive into it all in this video. Really, where I want to start things off is by introducing the project. We have spoken about this project on multiple occasions. We are, of course, talking about Quant Network and the QNT token, which, a disclaimer, guys, I am personally invested in, as I think it is a huge opportunity. I see real utility for the Quant token and, of course, Quant Network. What I want to move on to now that we've kind of gone into the project and no one's in suspense and we've kind of broken that down is to move on to this clip of one of the heads of Citigroup, Citibank, one of the largest banks in the world, talking about the blockchain industry and where it's moving towards, and this concept of billions of users and trillions of dollars in value, providing certain things happen. So let's get into that clip, guys.
What are we up to with that trend?
Yeah, it's a really good question and very timely for us at Citi in the department that I work in, Citi Global Insights, because we just published a big report on tokenization and blockchain. It's titled Money, Tokens, and Games, Blockchain's Next Billion Users and Trillions in Value. Now, like you said, the potential for tokenization via blockchain, it has been talked about quite a lot in the past. And we think blockchain is quite different to other types of disruptive technology because it enters the sphere of money and value, and it enables us to transfer money. Now, we're not at the point of mass adoption because to be powered to mass adoption, it needs certain things. It needs the support of big ecosystem players as well as their involvement. So sovereign institutions, big financial institutions, big corporations, etc. And it needs collaboration amongst different participants, standardizations of platforms, interoperability, and compatibility with existing technology and software. So it's going to take some time. And blockchain is not going to have a, chat GPT moment. It's a different type of technology. It's a back-end infrastructure technology. It doesn't have that prominent user interface, which makes it more difficult to see and feel how it is innovative. But we think we're at an inflection point and that the growth of blockchain by 2030 will be measured in billions of users and trillions of dollars in value.
There you have it, guys. That's one of the heads at Citibank talking about blockchain being measured by billions of users and trillions of dollars in value. Now, you only get to this through mass adoption in regards to the billions of users. And actually, and it's my belief that everything is going to be run on the blockchain, there is trillions of value out there to the tune of hundreds of trillions of dollars that are going to get tokenized and onboarded into the blockchain space. And she spoke about some requirements that need to happen for blockchain to get to mass adoption: interoperability, compatibility with the traditional financial system, already working with industry players and kind of large institutions and big enterprises. And a standardization. Quant quite literally ticks all of these boxes. Now, Quant itself isn't a blockchain. It's not a DAG. It's not anything of the sort. It is a system that sits on top of the entire crypto space and allows access to this entire crypto space through this system in a standardized model, if you will. It's exceptionally interesting, and I can absolutely see the need for a system like this. I think it's going to be absolutely huge, guys, and that's why we've been talking about it so frequently on this channel. We know the world that we are moving towards. It is a blockchain. It is a crypto world, and something like Quant may play a vital role in that. And what's the value of a vital piece of infrastructure in the world that we're moving towards? Well, I'm not here to really speculate on that. All I will say is that from an investment point of view, I do indeed own Quant. Let's take a look at this tweet from Gilbert Verdrian. Time for institutions using enterprise-grade technology for tokenization assets and settling with tokenized money. He is quoting here, Fink says, BlackRock hopes to make crypto much cheaper for investors. Not only crypto, but actually financial instruments themselves, because they become cheaper, more streamlined with the implementation of the crypto space. We know that Quant is already working with and has worked with the Bank of England, the Bank of Canada, Barclays, MasterCard, and Amazon on the Project Rosalind, which is essentially a CBD-based project. And I now want to go on and play a clip of Gilbert talking about this in a little bit more detail. But before I do that, talking about standardization, which was a point raised by the higher up at Citi. She spoke about standardization. There is a standard that seems to be gaining a lot of traction in the crypto space from a financial institution point of view, and that is the ISO 20022 standards. There is a lot of, and most high-value transactions will go, and already do in the traditional world, through these standards. And you can see Quant, of course, is a compliant cryptocurrency from that point of view. You know, standards do need to be set. They will be set. And this is all part, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it, of the blockchain arising, or the merging of these two worlds, the colossal traditional world of finance and everything that it incorporates, and generally the outside world to crypto, with this kind of very small tennis ball that is crypto. It's a very exciting future that we've got ahead of us. So let's dive into this clip, guys, of Gilbert actually talking about Project Rosalind and the Bank of England, and then I will love and leave you. Hopefully you guys are seeing what an opportunity there is in front of you.
Gilbert, if we go back to your the BIS flower, which you mentioned a while ago, it strikes me that a combination of a CBDC and tokenized deposits feels a lot more like the existing system, with a central bank currency available to selected players, and on top of that is built a huge pyramid of commercial bank money. Am I right to be thinking that is why central banks and other regulators might favor tokenized deposits over stable coins? That it's more like the world they know and feel comfortable controlling?
Yeah, and I think from our experience, we've just spent the last year working with the BIS and the Bank of England, providing the tech for Project Rosalind, and we learned a lot from that. And the main takeaway was, why is a tokenized deposit, tokenized liability, or a CBDC different to a normal pound, to a normal euro, to a normal dollar? And it really comes down to the core function of money today. It's quite binary. It's a push and a pull. The messaging system behind it, powering money, is very binary. There's not many things you can do with it. But once you have the foundational blockchain technology powering money, you can add conditions, logic, programmability to do different things with money, which you couldn't do before. And I think that's what we're going to see, is the preference to move to a smarter form of money with more functions, more features, to automate workflows, to process transactions based on conditions and logic and all these things to happen, and then execute and settle. It's going to be a bit of a step change in money as we know it. So from the model that the BIS put out, there will be a CBDC within a jurisdiction, and linked to that, you'll see regulated issuers being able to tokenize a deposit or a liability on their end, and having that in the system, because it's a faster form of money. It's a more feature-rich form of money, and it solves a lot of the friction and the pain points that we have today with correspondent banking, with settlement, treasury management, cash, limits, all the friction that we have with payment systems of today. You kind of evolve money to a new form, and you overcome those barriers, and you overcome the friction that we have.
So there you have it, guys. Quant is already working in regards to tokenizing liabilities with the Bank of England, and of course digitalizing the pound. I mean, I'm just excited, guys, to be quite honest with you, in regards to the future that we're moving towards. And I actually happen to think genuinely at this point that Quant is going to play probably quite a significant role in it. And if you think about, you know, just how the outside world is going to interact with crypto, well, Quant makes a lot of sense, certainly for the likes of enterprises where the cost to get involved with crypto is very high. Quant actually brings that right down. Companies of all sizes, from multinational to SMEs, are building new business models on blockchain. We can get you to market faster using technologies that's ready for the future. If you're also, for example, creating your own blockchain, there's so much that has to go into that. And actually, well, there may be other blockchains out there that are superior. So it makes perhaps more sense to go through an overledger system for many companies. From a cost point of view, it's a lot cheaper, and you get a wider access to a broader variety of cryptos that offer all different benefits and services. That's really what we've got for you guys. Stay up to date and don't lose sight of Quant. I think it's going to be absolutely huge. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section. On that note, I'm going to love and leave you. See you in the next one, guys.